and welcome to your last lesson of the week, Thursday, March 26th lesson plan. So, let's get into it. This is the last thing you have to do. My goal is for you to finish it all today on Thursday, and then you get 3 days of not having to deal with English. So, first off, number 1, you will never ever tire of these videos, which is this video right now. Then for number 2, you need to open 2 things on your own. I can't link them because it's your personal copy. You need to open your outline from yesterday and your annotated bibliography from earlier in the week. And then the link you can click on is this, Research Essay Template. So click on it and get on it. And what do I mean by get on it, you may ask? Well, here's the purpose of today. You are going to write the very beginning, the introduction, and the very end, the works cited, of your essay. So, here we are. You know what you must do. File, make a copy, and then the only thing that's slightly different, the title's slightly more complicated than usual. So here's my example. Your last name, your topic, and then research essay at the end. And then delete everything, and then that brings us to this. Basically, you have 2 goals for today, Thursday the 26th. You are going to write your introduction using your outline that you opened and did yesterday. And then you're also going to assemble your works cited by using your annotated bibliography from earlier in the week. Let's start with the annotated bibliography because I think that's a little bit easier. For the sake of example, here's the process you will do. So I didn't actually make a good annotated bibliography, so I'm stealing this example from a classmate that you all know, but I can't tell you who she is because once I make it big on YouTube, I'm going to be famous, and I don't want to give away her full name. So anyway, you go to the annotated bibliography, and then you directly pull the citation of the source, ensuring that it's MLA. So once you've pulled your citation, you go over here, you scroll down to Works Cited, you paste it into place. And basically you go and retrieve all of the citations that you need, putting them into the bottom of your essay. And once you have them all there, the 2 things you need to make sure you have done, works cited is alphabetical, so you want to make sure that it's alphabetically listed. So just, copy paste them around until it's alphabetized. You also want to ensure that you do a tab first, because that's proper MLA. And then third, and most importantly, obviously, you want it to be in MLA format. So if you just did like a casual citation, now is the time to take the information and plug it into an MLA citation thing in order to get it into MLA and put it here. And by the time you put all your sources in and alphabetize them and all that, congratulations, your works cited, the last page of your essay, is done. Alright, so that's the first part. And here's the second part, writing your introduction. So with your outline thing from yesterday, you basically did every piece of your introduction, you just happened to not write it. So imagine that this is filled in with what you wrote. You're just going to go into your outline and copy this right below and use all the stuff that you worked on yesterday to assemble it into a full-on introduction. So basically, you can eliminate this. You're going to start broad by opening up about the American dream. You're going to bring in your Gatsby quote and analyze it and use it as a reference to the American dream, like that. And then you're going to bridge between the Great Gatsby and the American dream into your topic. You'll explain how your topic ties into the American dream, and you close with your thesis. So this is a draft of your introduction, and I want you to do your draft right here. And try to follow this format as closely as you can. If it's not perfectly in this format, I'm not going to scream on camera. I'll scream off camera, and we'll just work together to look over your intro. My goal after you've done this today is to use the weekend to give feedback to each and every one of you about your introduction and any suggestions that I have. So that's cool. One final note about introductions. So going back to the funnel thing, because can't help it. So this is interesting. This is actually something that marketing people care about, is the funnel of marketing. But I thought it was also pretty relevant to my reference to funnels because it's the same process with an essay. You start big with awareness of your thing. Then you get smaller with interest and consideration and intent and evaluation, and then it ends with a purchase. So this is for marketing, like buying an iPhone. But this also works in terms of you thinking about me as the teacher buying into your essay. So you start broad with giving me awareness that the American dream exists and making me aware of what you think about it. You spark my interest in what you think the American dream is. You make me consider how the American dream ties into the Great Gatsby. You make me understand your intent and where you're going. You bring in an evaluation of the American dream. You're evaluating the American dream by studying the gold rush. And then, at the very bottom, you funneled all the way down to the smallest and most pointed thing, me officially purchasing, officially buying your idea with your thesis that is an interesting argument. So that's what I mean by funnel. Here's a more action-packed version of a funnel. So, oh my god, look, this is you writing your introduction. You haven't touched down. You have your thesis is going to be the point that touches down on the ground. But up here, it's broad. It's the American Dream and the Great Gatsby, and we're getting into, oh my God, it's going to touch down and get in. Oh, look at that thesis that touched the ground, and you're just, it's so cool. It's great to make a full-on tornado instead of a half-assed tornado. Okay, so now you fully understand the introduction, and you fully understand the works cited, and you fully understand that I'm talking to you. Goodbye.